What's cracking, guys? Welcome back to Clash with Barndo. Tonight we're going to go over our War Win 176, and that's versus Persian Pars. So where were they from? Let's have a look. Iranian. That's what I was thinking. One of the guys had a bit of a laugh on my YouTube. It's funny to see. That was their number 4 and 5. I think it's the same player, but. Yeah, 68 to 63, so we won by 5 stars. Couple of missed attacks. Who missed those? We had Tits and Sneaky, so probably a busy day for Mr. Judd, and the enemy did have a few missed attacks, but wouldn't have done much at the time. So, for them, they did have a fail on Barndo 80 at the very end of the war. They would have been relying on 2 points there, but then they stuffed up on red as well. And good old Barndo 82 held strong. So I think we were even for bases. They had 9, 10s and 11s, and so did we. But unfortunately the bottom ones were a little bit rushed, and that's where we got the advantage, where we 3-starred them straight away, and of course hit 2 stars and everything else. So pretty good war all round. Wasn't huge. They did have, 200 wins. That puts us at 176 now, so I mean we're not far off. So you're seeing these clans with the 200 wins that are good solid clans. They did have an attack. You see 3 stars off their number 2. That was versus Dave. We've all watched that a few times now, and of course their number 4, that was hitting a Town Hall 9. So yeah, the rest were versus 9. So I mean, not a terrible war by them by any means, but definitely a much more solid effort from us. For replays, I'm going to show the first attack versus their number 8. I have showed this base structure a few times now. It is really wearing out, and as you kind of see, the defences are quite low. So like I said, they were low defences on the bottom of their bases, and that's caused us to have some pretty easy work to get the 3s. So you see a very quick, simple herd there with the 2 wizards. I did want the Queen to walk right, so she's done well, and I've managed to hold off. It was nice, those loons getting drawn over to those Wiz. They gave the Queen enough time to get that dragon down, which saved me having to use either a spell or her ability. Pretty rough war has been queued against, so it'll be interesting to see what I've got for the war replays. Enemy Queen goes down. My Queen, I wasn't sure what she'd do here. I thought she may go inside, but obviously she could possibly sense that low-level drill. So that's what she's gone for. So I've started the ground contingent down the bottom, and I was probably a little bit slow on the wall breakers. Didn't pick that up quick enough, keeping in mind there was no wizard tower or mortar there. I really should have been better, so I've had to rush a jump to turn that king, and then use the giants. I had a few spare giants on the left hand side there, just to double check and make sure that king was there. As I'd used all my wall breakers by that stage, that yeah, couldn't get any more in. So good time on that warden ability. That's just allowed me to be a little bit concerned about that giant bomb and possibly taking out a big group of wizards or witches. But yeah, smashed that out. So Queen raged down for her and the wizards and stuff that's around that. But yeah, that's it. Wasn't anything special. Was a fairly low defence base, so I've said it before, but these are the kinds of bases that we've got to be smashing out as the Town Hall 11s. You're hitting down, and it's starting to get, as your warden gets up in the ability. Eventually they will bring out more things like I'd expect camps, clan castle, possibly another spell down the track, but you know, even now with that extra warden, that was a 3-star there from Mascot. There's no real need showing that. With the warden now, you know, massive difference. So this is Barndo 82 versus their number 10. You see, I just used one wall breaker to draw that hound. So one wall breaker, 2 unit spaces. No need to use a giant, no need to use a hog. It's a very quick draw, so this base had been hit. And you see I've used the healer, 2 archers, perfect spot for it, completely out of the way, no dramas, it's not going to do anything over there when it pops, if it pops, and go for it. So it's a stoned Gohog, and you do see while that first golem was up, only the 1 hog goes out to get rid of that archer tower. That'll take a massive amount of damage off. So throwing a rage down for the heroes group, the kill squad. 3 golems, they've all taken a fair whack of damage, but they just help, you know, like you have a look, the amount of tanking capacity that's there. Big heroes there, that queen, she's just soaking up that rage, loving it. So I do know there was another set of giant bombs between that mortar and wizard tower there. So I've healed and just hoped that they've split those separate. And they did. And then those last couple of hoggies picked up that other one. So yeah, pretty simple raid. Lots of clean-up troops there going for it. There's a hound over there, it's at about half life. So very simple strat, very easy to get the hound over there and out of the way, and have no major dramas about it. That's allowed me to take the 4 earthquakes and not take any poison, so it's given me the 2 heals on the rage, which is always a good combo, especially when you've got those big monster heroes. Now let's have a look at Red Flare's attack versus their number 11. He's pretty new to clan, Red Flare. I've showed one before. Dragon attacks and stuff. He does quite a few varied attacks. Good Town Hall 9 attacker. But he's gone in with a Queen Walk / GoVaHo, I think it is. Yep. So not many whizzies, just enough to start the back trash. Shattered, so it looks like 2 golems. And what was interesting about this, I'm not sure why he didn't enter into the base right there. That would have been a fantastic place to have thrown in with the 1 rage you would need, of course. And then of course you'd be getting that air defence, that queen, all those surrounding defences. Then also I would, no, there might not be a double giant bomb set there. Must have to be. So that's probably what I would have had a look at, because then you're thinking, oh, you've got 4 healers, but they're going to struggle versus that left hand air defence. So those wall breakers got killed off by the Tesla. Needs the rage down for the queen now. So that blower does help him, that's nice. Saves all those healers from dying. That queen's going to have to turn in now. Out come the redheads, another hound in the clan castle. Oh no, she runs around. So you do see those earthquakes, they open that base right up and are going to hopefully get his ground into both those double sets of giant bombs. Only got a few hogs, so not a huge amount. Is it 12 or something like that? Just the 1 heal to go with them. So he's let a couple of hogs die and not use that heal for a good reason, because he wants that further down the track there, and that's definitely the better spot to have it. He's taking a few point defences as well as then going into the rest, and it's doubled up where it's got the king. And that's it. Nice raid, Red. Always nice to walk out with completely full health heroes. And I'll show one more. It's only a few, what was it, the 4 replays this war. And we've got, who's this, DTN, gone in with a stoned Gohog, so pretty basic army. Now he's gone in with the earthquake spells and taken no poison. So maybe he's assumed or knows that there's a hound in the clan castle, as a couple of the other bases have had them. No, dragon with loons. And you see he only used the 3 earthquakes to start off with. I think that was pretty well thought out, as that's allowed him to get his golems, do his herding, and then make sure his centre group is going to go centre. He's lost 1 golem pretty early to those clan castle, and you see his second golem's just about to die, but that leaves him his clan castle golem full health. That's just going to go into the middle and help. Maybe could have used 1 hog on that cannon. That might have been a good idea. Start his hogs down the bottom. He's got 2 full heals for him. Hasn't rushed into using his heals, and he's managed to do it so they cover the group in midfield there, and then also get his hogs. This will be interesting to see. Oh, very lucky. Look at that. Split those giant bombs in the side. Oh no, wasn't even doubles. Well, there you go. It's all single giant bombs. Queen still has an ability left. He'll probably use that soon. Shooting a wall. That's it. Well done, DTN. Okay, so cheers for the war, Persian Pars. It was good to get a war without modding, of course, and yeah, pretty good war for us all round. Outside of that, we've got a pretty tough queue this war. Might as well show that quickly. You see, we've got the 8 Town Hall 10 bases and 11, of course, and they've got the 10. So we're 2 bases behind. Now, what's funny is they're pretty much all maxed. And their 9s have got a fair bit of weight, but we don't have a lot of 9s either, so we've got a couple of accounts out to go and do an organised war with above and beyond. But yeah, all round, hope you've had learn a few things and clash on.